Okay guys, I want to take a minute here and talk a little bit about my what I'm doing here with unloading this box truck. I bought this thing a couple of years ago and it was clear full of crap. You can't believe it. I got a roll off up there at my mom's. We're cleaning her house out, and I thought, you know what, while I've got it there, I'll take what I can and put in there. Hopefully don't overflow it before I get this stuff out of here. I'm making a pretty good dent on it. A couple things, guys. Anybody in the market for player piano rolls? Got a whole box of them here. Probably not going to throw them away yet, but man, finding somebody that wants them is going to be like a pig in a poke. And the other good thing was it was one of those really nice Shopsmith systems. It's a lathe. It's got a power head on it. You can change it and make a setup here for let's see, it's got the table saw thing here. It's got a band saw with it. You can set it up, make it a lathe. Here's the other pieces to turn it into a lathe. There is a little bit of value there. I don't know. I have a guy that may want it. The other cool thing is this appliance hand truck. It says right here, it's got a little strap that goes around it. Move your refrigerator, move your washer, dryer, something like that. It looks like it's almost basically new. So books, my God, there's books and crap and books and it's just like a ridiculous mess here. But the other thing was whole bunch of albums, guys, and I'm not into keeping the albums, but well, I did actually look through them just to make sure it wasn't something original version Beatles White Album or something collectible like that. The only thing close I could find, Slim Whitman's White Christmas. Probably not going to keep Slim Whitman's White Christmas. Now if we'd had Slim Jam 89, or maybe the one where Slim Whitman's singing a song that makes all the Martians' heads blow up on Mars Attacks, I might kept that album, but probably not. Anyway, just being a little facetious there, but anyway, it's been kind of crazy, and in the long run, guys, I'm going to take this box truck and I'm going to put it on a slab of concrete, and I actually got two of them, and set them on where the old footings for our old Pharaoh houses were. And then eventually going to put a roof over the top of it, and then it's rocked in between, and I can park my bulldozer in there and get it in and out of the weather. That's one thing that doesn't need to be sitting outside, guys, and I need to get it covered up. So that's kind of the long-term goal here. Again, lots of things to do, but then just a little short ditty about my little bit of a project here that I'm doing today, and the next, I've been working on it for a couple days, just to take a couple loads. And this is actually a U.S. mail truck. Back of the bed's a little rusty. I'm going to have to take and bend me a new piece, and I'm probably going to use a piece of 10 gauge and put on it here, and cut it out and put that in the back. The door's kind of janky on it, and probably what I'll end up doing is making me a bifold door for it. And this will just be more storage for all my stuff that my daughter will get to go through when they have settled my estate. So we're actually working through, there's no real estate for my mom, but we're working through some of that stuff now. And I told her, I said, well, the lucky thing is she's an only child. She just gets to argue with herself about who gets what, you know. So, but anyway, we'll let it go at that, and I may update a little bit more before I finish this video out. Okay. See you later, guys. Okay, guys, I just wanted to mention I finally did get this van box cleaned out. It was quite a chore. It took me a couple of days to do it. I didn't just go through everything. I tossed a lot of stuff. But you know, you can't keep it all. That's kind of what we're learning, going through my mom's stuff too. And anyway, got this Shopsmith power head and saw. Looks like there's the piece for the stuff for the lathe, the table saw, and the band saw. Nice little step stool is folded up there. Up in the top, I saved a Hot Wheels Sizzlers track snapped together. It doesn't mention Hot Wheels anywhere on it, but it does have the fuel pump chargers with it. I'm going to say it's a little later stuff than the Sizzlers I had when I was younger and playing with Hot Wheels stuff. But I kept it for the track, if nothing else, for some display stuff later on when I get finished up with that. But I wanted to show you this a little bit. And I'm going to tell you, the guy that owned this, I don't really remember his name even. I bought it at an auction here almost 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years this fall. And mainly for the box. I'm going to put the box down here and use it for storage. Got another box, 24-foot box, and put it on the other side, put a roof over it, and cover up my dozer is kind of the plan. But I'm going to say the guy that owned this probably was, if you've ever been to an auction, you know, they'll get into some stuff and they can't get a bid on it, so they'll start stacking stuff together, you know, and finally get a $2 bid on it. This is the guy that had this truck. The guy that paid $2 for the pile of stuff nobody wanted. That's the guy that had this truck. It's an old U.S. mail truck. At one time I was going to try and see if the motor was stuck and get it running. It's I believe it's a Volvo. I'm not going to mess with it now. I think I'll just pound it and just down to the scrap yard with it. I may save the front axle and tires off of it to make like a hay trailer or something out of someday, but other than that, it's just going to scrap. I might chance and see if the motor turns over, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. I do need, it's got the old moss on the side. I do need to get my power washer after it and clean it up, and then start. I got to cut the back off of it here and bend me a new piece of probably 10 gauge and put over top of that and fix that up. And again, like I said, I'll probably make a bifold door and put in the back of it, so it's just a little more accessible. This door's kind of janky anyway, so it's starting to come out. Well, if you see right here, one of the rollers for the bottom roller here, the door's kind of rotted out and the rollers fell off of, actually both rollers for the bottom door, I think it fell out, bottom edge of it. So it's lucky I got it up. It rolls pretty tough. I'm gonna close it back down and leave it like it is here today, and not worry about it till I get ready to move it and park it where I want it. I will come and torch the back off of it here. I probably won't. I'll go ahead and torch this out here just to get it ready. But anyway, that's kind of the plan for this thing, and kind of getting stuff out of the way. And I got a nice little trailer full of scrap here. I got couple barrels of scrap there. I got to get in that. And then I collected quite a lot out of this thing, and some of the stuff from cleaning out the house. Some aluminum here. I got to go through it, take the knobs off, and some of that stuff, clean that up a little bit. But that's kind of the plan anyway for that, guys. But I've gathered a pretty good pile of scrap out of this thing. So, but that's the story to my storage unit. Was some things I did keep out of it. Some kind of neat glasses. They were drinking glasses. I give them to my wife. She thought they'd make really good vases. And some stuff like that. The other thing I had in the keep pile that I tossed were the player piano rolls. I just like, I'm just not gonna play with that. In fact, the dumpster that I throw them in is gone now, so I can't retrieve them if I wanted to. So that's the end of that, guys, and with that, I'll put this whole video together and upload it here in a day or two. I probably won't do it till I get back from Ohio. So gonna go out to the Grand National Tractor Pull in Bowling Green, my annual pilgrimage out there, and watch the big boys pull. It's always a good time. I need to get away. I'm ready to get away for a weekend and have a good time and see some of my old friends out there. Met some people there, and of course with our reserve seats, we sit in the same spots every year, and get to meet the people around you and get to know them really well. So it's kind of fun just to see those guys again and just have a good time. Go look at the equipment, walk around, look at the tractors, talk to the people, and then watch the pulls. I mean, I think last year was close to 450 to 500 hooks to the sled before the weekend was up. That's a lot of pulling. If you go and don't get your fair share of pulling, you're kind of hard to satisfy. I'm telling you, there's something for everybody. Mini rods, 2-wheel drives, 4-wheel drive pickups, 4-wheel drive diesels, super stocks, hot farms, semi tractors. I mean, if they hook it to the sled NTPA, it's there. Makes a really good show, guys. And it looked like I've done a little checking on the weather. Maybe a little chance of rain in the mornings for Thursday and Friday, but it looked like it dropped off already from what they were predicting earlier. One of the things I do like the looks of, Thursday and Friday, they're forecasting high 70s, and then maybe 80 for Saturday. So it'll be great. That's the kind of weather, man, that it can get to a major meltdown sitting in the sands, especially on the north side without any cover. But it's not for the faint of heart. Like I told my friend Bill here a few years ago, we had been going to Kansas City for quite some time. Originally back in the late 70s, we were going to the American Royal inside, and then later on they moved it into can't remember the name of the facility now, and I believe they've closed it down. We were the last pull we were there in 2016. And after that, we decided to start going to Bowling Green, and he says, well, why don't we go to that indoor pull I believe it's in February. And I said, man, I don't want to wear Carhartts to go to a tractor pull. That's not what you're supposed to wear when you go to a tractor pull. So anyway, guys, kind of long-winded about that, but that's okay. That's what it is. So with that, I'll be done, and we'll talk to you later, guys. Thanks.